Hey guys, this is Astronaut, and in this video I'm going to be talking about more Mortal Kombat 11 news. I'm also going to be talking about an interview Ed Boon gave to an international gaming community where he addressed questions concerning Mortal Kombat 11, the storyline, as well as other Mortal Kombat related video games. So if you are a hardcore Mortal Kombat fan, don't go anywhere, stay put. I got all this information and more coming at you right after this. Alright guys, first off I just want to say thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I really appreciate your support and checking out my videos. So let's just get right into it. We're talking about Mortal Kombat 11 and I have some really great exciting news for you guys. Ed Boon was in Brazil and he gave an interview to a Brazilian gaming community there. During that interview, the commentators decided to put him on the spot and ask him about Mortal Kombat 11. One of the first questions they asked him was, are they working on Mortal Kombat 11 now? Guys, Ed Boon's response to the question was amazing. Of course, he started off by saying that he is not allowed to disclose any information as to whether the game is in production or not. But what he did say, which is the exciting part, is if you follow our trends and our pattern of what we've been doing for the past few years, Mortal Kombat 9, Injustice, Mortal Kombat 10, Injustice 2. If you follow our pattern, you can probably guess what we're doing right now. Yes guys, that is what he said. And I feel like it is safe to say that we can accept that as a confirmation that Mortal Kombat 11 is being worked on right now. Another really juicy bit of information that I feel is really important to mention is another good question they asked him was whether or not the storyline for Mortal Kombat 11 would come from past game titles such as Deadly Alliance or some of the other game titles that were back in the 2000s or whenever. Now of course, Ed Boon started off with his disclaimer, if we're working on Mortal Kombat 11, but he went on to say, as far as storyline goes, we would do a completely new storyline. And guys, this is really important information for us to know that for Mortal Kombat 11 it's going to be a completely new storyline, not based on any past storylines from Armageddon or from Deadly Alliance or all those 2000 titles. I mention this because the really huge leak that allegedly came from NetherRealm Studios did make a very strong point of saying that Mortal Kombat 11 was going to be based on plotline from Armageddon and the plotline from Deception. Now going off of what Ed Boon said in this Brazilian interview about the fact that Mortal Kombat 11 would have an entirely new storyline, that means that this leak that has this information about Armageddon and Deception storyline is totally destroyed and not official at all. So guys, if y'all have been following the leaks that have been on the internet and on YouTube the same way I have, I've done 2 videos based on some leak information, then you will know that this interview basically shuts a lot of that down. And to be perfectly honest, we're probably back at square one as to trying to figure out exactly what Mortal Kombat 11 is really going to be about. Also, this Brazilian gaming company did ask Ed Boon about a possible sequel to Shaolin Monks. Now, Ed Boon wasn't as confirming about this information as he was when he was discussing Mortal Kombat 11, but what he did say was that the studio is always talking amongst themselves about projects including Shaolin Monks 2, but the problem came down to the fact that they just can't release all these games all at once. So I think the assumption is a lot of projects kind of get shelved and put on the side as the larger gaming titles have to kind of take precedence. And finally, another really big hard-hitting question that they put on Ed Boon concerning Mortal Kombat was whether or not the studio would release a prequel Mortal Kombat title. Ed Boon's response was really surprising and very insightful because he did share that the studio had discussed doing a title called Mortal Kombat 0, where it would go in-depth into all of the developments leading up to the first Mortal Kombat. But again, I think this title is kind of along with the Shaolin Monks 2 title, where the assumption is another project that's kind of sitting on the side. It's not the flagship title such as Mortal Kombat or Injustice, is not one of those titles, so it's something that they just kind of discuss and throw back and forth and just kind of keep on the shelf. But it is really interesting that he decided to share that information as well as give the working title that they even had for the prequel, which would be Mortal Kombat 0. Alright guys, I'm just so excited that I was able to share this information with you. I was really excited when I saw it for myself, and I just had to make a video so that I could keep everyone who's been coming to my channel updated. Of course, Mortal Kombat is like my #1 thing. It's like my #1 game. I just absolutely love it, so of course I gotta keep you guys updated with that. Guys, if this content is really beneficial, if you feel like it's been very educational for you guys concerning video games and information on leaks and new revelations and things like that, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, click like, and leave a comment below. Also, let me know your thoughts on a Mortal Kombat prequel. Would you want to see Ed Boon and NetherRealm Studios release a title called Mortal Kombat 0, where the whole entire game was devoted to explaining the development of the characters leading up to the first Mortal Kombat? Alright guys, subscribe, like, and comment if you really enjoyed this video. Thanks again. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to check out my video and check out my content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Astronaut out.